Let me tell you this. So here's somebody that came to me and his body wasn't changing, and this cat was eating about 7,000 calories a day.
Wasn't that great? I just why you don't go 100% in every workout. I was wondering if you could elaborate why you don't
Sure.
go. I ain't sleeping. I walked the dog, did an hour cardio,
You're resting.
and I don't even sweat.
She hopped on
So I gotta go in the sauna.
You're getting to that level now.
Yeah.
So
Let's end the sauna on.
So
Right.
what she just said is that she just did a half an hour cardio and she didn't sweat.
Nothing. And my level was incline at 13, just so you know.
We'll talk
It's
about
hard.
Yeah. So there gets to a point where you get so lean. I don't know if you guys know that. It's like you guys watch these guys on bodybuilding stages and they're so lean and they're working so hard and they're not sweating. That's because that water's already released and they're at a second level.
Does that mean you should keep going on the cardio? Does that mean like
No.
you're not doing it right? You're not pushing it hard enough?
Should you go harder
Yeah,
so
should
you'll
go
get a
harder?
sweat?
Does sweat equal work?
Sweat does not equal work.
Right.
Not in my
Well,
books.
then I never work because I never sweat anymore. So that means I don't do any
You
work.
was doing the elliptical?
Yeah.
You're
I'm 13, yeah.
Yes,
I hope you guys all get to that leanness to be able to get to that point where it's where you're not even sweating.
I'm looking good. I feel like taking off my shirt right now.
You gonna pop the top? Pop the top, Mo. Pop the top. Show them what's up. Show them the leanness.
God.
Let me tell you this. So here's somebody that came to me and his body wasn't changing, and this cat was eating about 7,000 calories a day.
Wasn't that great? It blew my mind when I looked at the calories. I was like, he's lying. There's no way he's eating all these calories. And he did.
Yeah.
He
And
did.
so what happens? So for you guys that go, hey, I can't put no size on. I eat like a horse. Your body's not utilizing it. And so we had to change it. We had to flip it. We had to tease his body a bit.
Yeah.
And we did that with some
Can I
tricks.
interrupt you
Yeah.
and say
Yeah.
that when he did come to you, he looked good?
Yeah.
So I have to say that he looked good, but he just wanted to go to the next level. And that's
a
exactly
good point.
what he
That's a
did.
good point.
He's
Somebody
not
like him, he owns
yeah.
his own gym. He has his
Yeah.
own place. He already
People
looks
that
good.
look like him, they're like, I don't need this.
Why would you? Why
Yeah.
would you go to somebody?
He wanted to go to the next level, so he came to you. And what you did took him to the next level. Just mind blowing.
He looks
It
ridiculous.
was funny when you said just have a pineapple at night, and then he comes back a week later. He's like, I'm so much stronger. And so much, and his body looked crazy just from that little twig. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah,
So-
it's a great one, man.
talking about
We're
it,
proud of
right?
you. We're proud of you, man. And it's just cool to see because you could have easily chalked it up and said, I don't need this. I'm eating 7,000 calories a day. I'm
Right.
fine. I look good.
I could eat
I
whatever.
got my own place. And he wanted better. So, and he's savage, and he's got a great girl on his side too. She's
She's a
looks
beast.
great. She's a beast too.
He's lifting some serious weights.
Yeah, both of them great, man.
Yeah.
But he's in the Titan crew. I'd make sure to follow him if I was out there. Billy was gonna go by and train at his facility.
Did he?
Did not. But that's Billy. Always drops the ball. PJ, I know that you're gonna do a powerlifting meet after we get your body fat down. So this is something for you to watch. All right, James, I know that you're doing right now power bodybuilding, so make sure to watch it. David, we've got to get you to a point where we start putting that muscle on now that we've got your body weight down. So let's make sure to talk about that on the next check-in. All right. Okay, so Mona, we have changed your nutrition, and I didn't change your nutrition. We changed your workload this week.
Am I tired? Yes.
I know you're tired.
Do I have time for anything? Absolutely not. I went to do my nails yesterday, and that was my only hour of the week today that I had extra.
How do you feel though?
I feel weaker.
Okay.
Okay, when it comes to weights.
Okay.
Fatigue at times, like to my workouts, I'm like, I just want to be done, you know.
Okay.
And like I said, like no energy, but
Does that mean it's not working?
Oh no. Are you talking about body wise? Yeah, that's what keeps me going. Because I like how the body's changing. All the changes that we made.
Are you seeing changes now daily?
I kind of do. I have to
It
say.
is now, right?
Yeah, this week already.
I
It's
noticed it.
Wednesday today? Yeah.
I noticed it the other day. You were doing something.
Yeah.
And I was like,
So-
oh, she's tightening up. And the one thing that I know that I wanted for you,
Mm-hmm.
even though that it's not necessary for you, is I wanted a glute hamstring tie-in.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see the separation between the two. But I want to see if that's something. So she won. It's kind of cool that you could win the universe without it. It just kind of shows you what kind of superior body it looked like that day. But it'd be cool for me to see if I can't get that that separation in that location, because you're very quad dominant.
You want to see my separation?
I
Let's
do
go
want to see
upstairs.
this.
Were you on separation?
Glute hamstring tie-in.
I'm
So
not saying I've not noticed it, but she's got a glute hamstring tie-in.
Whoa.
You noticed
are
that?
you noticing?
What do you mean you know?
Are you looking at her
I'm
butt?
not
What the
saying-
fuck?
I'm not
Dude,
saying- I'm not
whoa.
noticed it, but I'm just saying
Whoa.
she's got it.
Wow!
Baba!
Wow.
He better give me compliments on my glue. Otherwise,
All right,
its
we got
food
some
is gonna
people.
disappear in the fridge.
I love it. I love it that you guys are on there.
So it looks like Carrion
Mhm.
completed his tryout.
Oh, you look nuts.
Yeah, it was sliced, and now he's debating what program he should start next: the PB or the gauge, gain. What is it?
Strength gains.
Straight gains. The other way around.
Wow, that's a good question for you.
So
First of all, if you guys haven't seen his before and after,
That's what I was about to
he
say.
can
yeah,
Carrion.
yeah. I don't know if you can throw that up there, Jeffrey, but man, you talk about
I'm not feeling
incredible.
these,
It looked incredible.
Big difference.
It did, yeah.
What I like is that I always said this on every check-in after we got done. I would say this kid is consistent. I change it the most minute little thing, or don't change it at all, and just say stay there, and he freaking crushed it. So I just think it was a great thing. Yes.
I was wondering why you could elaborate why you don't go 100% in every workout. I was wondering if you could elaborate why you don't
Sure. Sure.
go. Can you explain that?
Yeah. Because complete fatigue actually doesn't get you the results physically. Complete fatigue or going to 100% is something that should be saved for athletic training. So you're going through junior high school, college, that's where you kind of have to push that 100% level, both physically and emotionally, because of the fact that you have to go into the most pinnacle level of your body's capability and then stay there for a football game, for a track, tournament, a basketball game. Those are the things where you have to train and get to that level and stay in that level. Building strength is not there. Creating a physique or building muscle is not in that level. And also burning fat is nowhere near that extreme. So let me go into it further, because now I'm explaining the difference. The difference is 100% athletic training. Yes, you have to do it. To build muscle, all you have to do is tear the fibers and then let it rebuild, and tear the fibers and let it rebuild. I think what happened is people thought or think that if I train harder than everybody, my body will grow harder and bigger than everybody. It doesn't work that way. You can only train as hard as you can train, and then your body has to recover. So by you trying to think that the most important thing for you is training at 100% relative to recovering at 100%. So if you go into the gym, do enough work, Mona's did a cardio, 135 heart rate, didn't kill anything, but that burns fat. That's how your body works with you. It burns fat at that level. If she goes 180, 190, now she's just using her carbohydrates and burning off her muscle. So that's how the body works. And you got to know the basics. You got to know the basics that your body functions differently. I'll give you an easy example. UFC fighters, heavyweights. A lot of those guys look pretty bad, right? Are they cardiovascularly in shape?
I would say yes.
I'd say there's nobody better.
Yeah.
I would
They
take
could
them
last
over.
all
I
those
would take them
rounds,
over
like-
a marathon runner.
If you've ever been in a fight, most guys can't last
A
30
minute
30 seconds.
Is forever.
Yeah.
A minute is go into the gym tomorrow and sprint as hard as you possibly can for a minute. And then imagine doing that for 5 minutes straight. It's tough. It seems so simple. And during the gladiator games and all that stuff, those were only a minute long because you're at 100% for 1 minute and you are tanked. So the reason why I say that is because UFC fighters are athletically better. They're cardiovascularly in shape.
Mhm.
They are strong as oxes, and their physiques look terrible because they're training at a level for athletic training, not bodybuilding. And so the point of going into the gym is if I said 3 sets of 8, around 70 to 80%, that's enough stimulation to build the muscle, to tear the fibers, to where now that you go out of there, feed it, recover, go back in the week later and do it again. Jeffrey, you want to add into this? Why wouldn't we want to train at 100%?
Because if you're training at 100% every workout, you're not on a plan.
And that's a good point.
No, there isn't one plan in existence that is 100% every day.
Yeah, we just talked about that. It's like a 70s, 80 thing that you'd go to 100%. And then Lee Haney kind of, I think, switched the game. Stimulate, don't annihilate. And then also the creator of Nautilus said, go into the gym, do the least amount of work possible, and still get better. Quick.
Nope. Arthur Jones.
Arthur Jones, yeah. Brilliant. Brilliant. Arthur Jones said it. And I think that was the best thing I took away from his book. And yes, I read his book, believe it or not. Just to go into the gym, do the least amount of work possible. And that's why he created Nautilus, Arthur Jones. And that principle around Nautilus about going in, hitting that one thing, getting it, get a good set in, move on.
If you're thinking of going to do shoulders and you're 100% to exhaustion, but you're working different shoulder heads the entire time, you're not saying anything else for the rest of your shoulder workout. You're completely exhausted. So you're not building anything. You broke it down initially.
But you train really, really hard.
You train really hard
You tore the fibers.
initially, but you're not building anything else along in the workout.
Like what?
Rear delts, your side delts, your
Sure you are. You're going 100 on everything. You got enough rest in between.
well, no.
Keep going.
No, it's just when I work out with Mike, and in my mind, or anybody, if you're in your gym, you're working out in your gym, and you're thinking that this is how I work out, so I'm going full out to complete exhaustion. That's not Mike's workout. Your workout.
Well, don't say my workout. That should be like nobody's workout,
well,
unless you're athletic training.
But
Right?
training with you is a completely different concept. I mean, because
It's the same guy that said he saw you glutathione
Yeah,
10 minutes ago. Now he's backstepping now.
it's gonna
I
be
will
bad.
actually say you have a glutathione also. I want to be fair.
I wanna be fair.
Jeff,
I see your point.
Am I cutting this off? Just
Are you sending this to them?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. to interrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
And
cutting
then
it.
send the sleeves with them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So I hopefully, let me know if that answers your question. If you understand that as hard as you train in the gym and you go to fatigue and you crawl out of the gym and the guy even forced reps, drop sets, supersets, I get that that's fun mentally, and we do that. There's plenty of times we do that. But that's just for me going, I know emotionally I need that, and I need that in life. That's not going to enhance me outside of, besides mentally, it's not going to enhance my body any. So that's the only thing I worry about for you guys. Also, remember, if you're going at 100%, I mean, that's pretty impressive if you can always go at 100% and recover. Okay, because you're going 100% Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you've already recovered from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's a huge thing. So again, gauge it. I can train this hard, but then I'm dieting this hard. So where can you, the middle ground there? And that should come off of your energy from what your nutrition is.